This is literally one of the biggest problems I see in most businesses. And before I tell you what it is, I'm going to put it aside and tell you a couple quick stories. When I was a young executive, business executive in Kansas City, I was part of a program that the city put on called Centurions. And this was a program they had for grooming the next generation of city leaders. And you had to qualify for it. Your company had to nominate you, and I was fortunate enough to get in. And it was a 2-year program, monthly meetings, where you met with other people from other companies, and there were alumni who had been through the program in prior years. And you went through a battery of tests and programs and meetings and such to learn everything about the city so that we would be the next generation of leaders for the city. I later moved to Atlanta, and Atlanta had what was called Leadership Atlanta. And by the way, these programs are all over the country in many different cities, trying to groom the next generation of city leaders. This, though, is one of the most glaring omissions in most businesses. They do not groom their next generation of leaders. If you look at most companies, they're kind of stilted to where they have layers of management, but the next layer down isn't ready for elevation yet. They're not doing anything to grow them. They're not doing anything to help them aspire to higher levels of success. I run into this in a lot of strategic planning retreats that I lead, where they have a missing class in the middle, and they have, of all the people that are on the leadership team, they don't have anybody identified to take their places if they get hit by the proverbial pie wagon. And it's very discouraging and very debilitating for businesses. So one of the most important things any business can do is create programs and plans to grow the next generation of leaders so that they're always at the ready, and they have a leadership engine they're building to where no matter what position becomes available, if someone leaves or someone is let go or someone, heaven forbid, dies, they've got a ready-made person already groomed to be in that slot. That's an enviable position to be in. Very few businesses are there.